it focuses on the medium of instruction. It endeavors at unveiling linguistic behaviors of Arabic language teachers within an Arabic session where modern standard Arabic must be used as the solely medium of instruction. We attempt also to explore the reasons that stand behind the Arabic language teachers switch towards a middle variety or Algerian Arabic. But before tackling our study, it is wiser to shed light first on language policy and education in our nation, I mean in Algeria. Education in Algeria, in fact, can be divided into three important parts or periods. Education in the pro-colonial era, during colonialism, and post-colonial era. Education in the pro-colonial era was ensured by Quranic schools, which were called Zawiya or Madrasa in the past, and they were associated with religious domains and contexts. Education during colonialism, at that period, the French did all their best to assimilate the French language and culture. The French language was therefore implemented as the only language of teaching at all levels, whereas Arabic had been considered as an optional foreign language. Independent Algeria has been, however, characterized by a linguistic diversity. As a result of historical events, four varieties were present in independent Algeria: the French language, Modern Standard Arabic, Berber, and Algerian Arabic. Therefore, it was necessary to set up a unified state with a single religion and a single language as well. Now, independent Algeria is in front of four different varieties: Berber, MSA, Algerian Arabic, and the French. So, which variety must be selected to be used as the official language of the state? Anyway, Algerian authorities considered both varieties, I mean the Algerian Arabic, which we call it the Darija, or Berber, as impure languages at that time, since they were comprised so much French words, and they were considered inappropriate as well. They cannot be considered never at that time as national symbols of the state. Politically speaking, Berber is recognized as a national language, but not as an official language on April 10, 2002. Despite this recognition, Berbers are not satisfied with this situation, of course, because they seek equality between Arabic and Berber, or deTamazight. Additionally, the constitutional amendment in 2011 did not change any condition in the principles of the Algerian society. There was no more than a formal recognition, and Berber was considered as an official language of the state in 2016. In independent Algeria, the first president, Ben Bella, declared that Arabic is our language and Islam is our religion. It means that Modern Standard Arabic is selected to be used as the official language of the state and the solely medium of instruction of education. The question that must be raised is that, what about real classroom situations nowadays? We use only MSA, or we see that other varieties have been included within classroom situations. The objectives of our study, this research relies fundamentally on identifying the different linguistic behaviors of Arabic language teachers in the Arabic course, unveiling all the social forces that motivate the teachers to select which code of their verbal repertoire to use. It includes a classification of code switching in terms of internal code switching. It means a diglossique code switching between the H and the low varieties. Teachers generally mix both Algerian Arabic and modern standard Arabic, resulting in a new intermediary variety, which is called the middle variety. And this word is used here to refer to that variety situated somewhere midway between modern standard Arabic and Algerian Arabic. It is also called اللغة الوسطى. Other scholars have coined different or various terms such as لغة المثقفين to mean language of intellectuals, or the term educated spoken Arabic by Mitchell in 1978. And all these words have been used interchangeably throughout all the whole work. So, in an attempt to understand a teacher's linguistic behavior and the motives behind their behaviors, the overall general research question can be raised. How do our Arabic language teachers behave linguistically in classroom interaction, and what are the reasons that stand behind their linguistic behavior? To facilitate the task and the investigation of the issue, the following sub-questions are put forward. What form of Arabic is actually used in Tlemcen middle school's interaction? What are the reasons behind teachers' use of a colloquial Arabic and or the middle variety? And what are the attitudes of our teachers as well as their pupils towards the use of Algerian Arabic and or the middle variety? These questions lead to the formulation of the following hypotheses. The first hypothesis: our middle school teachers tend to use three forms of Arabic: modern standard Arabic, the middle variety, and the Algerian Arabic. A considerable number of teachers seem to use the Algerian Arabic and or the middle variety in a spontaneous way or according to the topic discussed, while others even believe that the dialect might enhance pupils' assimilation. There might be also some negative attitudes towards using the Algerian Arabic and or the middle variety on the part of teachers, and learners might display positive ones. These are the most important points that we are going to tackle in this research work. Now I shall give the floor to my colleague, Mrs. Babu, who is going to explain research design, discuss the findings, and interpreting the results as well. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Mrs. Baghi. And to check the reliability of the aforementioned hypothesis, which emphasize on that code, awareness, and the topic discussed, in addition to the enhancement of pupils and assimilation during the lectures, are the main factors of teachers' switch in their classrooms. We have used a mixed methods approach based on both quantitative and qualitative data instruments. And these instruments are recording observation done in class, the interview done with teachers solely, and the questionnaire was addressed to both teachers and pupils. Each research instrument has been delivered to evaluate each hypothesis alone or separately. Recording was done especially in order to check which forms are used in classes. The interview was done for the purpose of checking the reasons affecting teachers' linguistic behavior in their classrooms, and we have found that before going, I'll move to the other slide, please, to have the sample population. Here we have the teacher's profile first, yes. The investigation has been done with 48 teachers, including, no, don't move, keep it, yes. Okay, from these different middle schools with students of different levels, the other slide please, okay? With different levels, 4th level of pupils, and the number of the pupils are 360 pupils from different schools, Al-Habbak, Taha, and Dar Hadith middle schools. And thus, back to the result and interpretation, I have said that each instrument was done in order to check each hypothesis separately. The results of the recordings were done in order to check which forms are used in classroom interactions, and 12 recordings in Dal Hadith and Habbak and Hmaidiya with the teacher's pupils relationship, where we have found that MSA, Modern Standard Arabic, was used only when we have reading text, because the reading material is used in Modern Standard Arabic, اللغة العربية الفصحى. And we have the middle variety, which is an amalgamation between AA, Algerian Arabic, the dialect, in addition to MSA, and we may result in the following example. For example, أبنتي ما راكيش تحسي باللي راكي دايرة خطأ فادح. We have a pure Algerian Arabic word in addition to خطأ فادح, which is a modern standard Arabic word, and we call it an intra-sentential switching because it is within the sentence itself. We have AA solely, or Algerian Arabic, which is used only. For example, لولا والتالية عليك, when we give, for example, some insightful, or we want to punish the students, and it is called an intersentential or tag switching. These forms are alone. We move to the reasons affecting teachers' linguistics, and this has been checked or investigated through the use of the interview, where we have found that teachers say that we are sometimes aware or unaware of using either MSA or AA, okay? And we say, we have, for example, the first reason, which is difficulty of the subject, which is used on purpose. We have pupils' weak assimilation and understanding in order to clarify the lecture or to re-explain, which is done on purpose. So we use here the AA or the middle variety. And the last one, which is creating good and warm atmosphere in the class. It is preferable to switch to the Algerian dialect instead of using only MSA, which may be boring sometimes for the pupils. The second reason is that teachers use the middle variety. We can see the percentages. In reading comprehension, we have only MSA. In oral expression, sometimes the reading comprehension lecture will be reformulated in oral form when we have some Algerian Arabic, and the result here is the middle variety as a whole. Teachers, the third reason, move to the next one. Teachers' use of middle variety in class is in correlation to pupils' assimilation and enhancement. Sometimes some MSA words are difficult for pupils. This is why teachers switch to the middle variety to facilitate the lecture. Now we move to attitudes towards the use of middle variety and Algerian Arabic. These attitudes were investigated through the use of questionnaire given to both teachers and pupils, and we find that the result, teachers' attitude towards the middle variety, okay, they are a little bit against using such a code, but sometimes they say that we are obliged. However, pupils prefer and say that it is a relaxed way that our teacher speaks using the middle variety instead of modern standard Arabic, which may be difficult for them. Now we move to the conclusion. And we may say that this empirical research work provided us with a closer picture about the various linguistic behaviors. We have different linguistic behaviors that take place in our classrooms or in our children's classrooms, where we find MSA is the programmed variety, okay, the language which was decided to be, in language policy, of course, to be the official language and to be used in schools especially. However, actual situations unveiled that the middle variety was the prevailing variety in nearly all Arabic courses. And we have seen the examples of switching from MSA and AA. And the result shows also that sometimes teachers are aware or unaware, and most cases of the switch are expressed spontaneously via stress. For example, instead of saying ijlis, I will say God. I'm stressing the word and using it in AA. and raising intonation to say خرج برا, okay, instead of اخرج من القسم. So when finding it necessary to create a good and relaxed atmosphere, teachers showed a clear sense of awareness toward their linguistic behavior. Sometimes the topic discussed is difficult, and it is preferably for the teacher to move to another code in order to facilitate the lecture for his pupils. Next slide, please, next one. And we say that the middle variety, yes, seeks or aims at facilitating the teacher and learning, okay, the same idea, and pupils displayed positive attitudes. They like when their teachers use the middle variety instead of MSA. We have another, the next. Teacher's speech clearly showed inconsistency. We are against such an attitude moving to to middle variety instead of MSA. However, their behavior in class seemingly is incongruous, paradoxical. So attitudes were imperfect explainers. They say that we like or we prefer using MSA in classrooms. However, their attitudes showed, and predictors use different forms of Arabic, not only the MSA. It was the situation that determines code selection. Teaching Arabic in such a way has its impact on learning, so we are not teaching MSA as it is supposed by the policy makers, okay, since it is influenced by the use of the middle variety, and we find it is of paramount importance to preserve the Arabic language and use it appropriately. So last and not least, the question that remains: can MSA regain its position in all Algerian middle schools? Or may AA, as proposed by the Minister of Education, Ben Ghabret, substitute or replace MSA and be used as an official variety of instruction? Thank you very much for your kind attention.